get up and sing at literally someone else's event.
Someone else's birthday.
Patsy's an icon.
Patsy's an icon.
Patsy's an icon.
Would we ever see a Lara x Rhea little moment?
I mean, we've been making music together since we were babies.
So Rhea, tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a pop artist, songwriter, dancer, producer, creative director, really like doing all the things. I've been making music since I was a baby. And I started because my mom was a classical Indian dance teacher. So I feel like performance dance was just kind of like in my veins.
In genetics.
Yeah.
Was it Bharatanatyam?
Yeah,
I knew it! You were
yes.
like classical Indian. Oh
Yes.
my goodness. Okay, I want to dive into that
Yes.
in a second, but take me back to the start. You grew up in Texas, right?
Yes.
What was that experience like in your youth growing up?
It was very interesting, but also like where I grew up was not very diverse. And so,
just gonna ask you,
yeah, so growing up, I never really felt like very proud or like I was able to express my culture and really connect with it because it was so like shunned in school.
That is so interesting. So like,
Yeah.
that must have been a little bit confusing for you when you were
Yeah.
younger because it's so celebrated at home. Your mum
Yes.
is literally a Bharatanatyam
Yeah,
teacher.
my mom actually made like a really big effort to try and like we had like diversity night in our school and she would like teach me and my friends how to like do Bharatanatyam dancing and like she really made that effort. So like you were saying, I think it was like trying to navigate the stereotypes of
Yeah.
what people think of South Asians, like especially because of what maybe has been seen in the media. That was really difficult. But then I think like once I just grew up a little bit more and I became an adult and I moved to New York, that was when I was like, I had this like switch in my brain and I was like, wait, why have I spent all this like time feeling like I had to suppress that part of my
Yeah.
identity that is so beautiful and like
100%.
something I should be so proud of. And I think also as I started making music and like doing more videos and just like really connected with my artistry.
Nice.
That was my form of expression and way to also connect with my culture in many
like a
ways.
gateway.
Yeah, exactly.
Music unlocked. You were talking about moving to New York,
Yes.
finding your pace and your stride with your music. What was it like forging that career? Because I feel like you're one of the icons that have really brought brown girls to the music industry, to the scene.
that makes me so happy.
No, 100%. But like, you know what? You're there now. But what was that journey like when you didn't necessarily see other people that look like you in it?
That's such a good question. Honestly, like not having a blueprint to really look at is kind of strange. And like there's been, you know, other South Asian artists, like obviously I grew up loving MIA and I think she was your queen here.
Stunning. Stunning.
But she's someone I like grew up just admiring so much and like when Bad Girls came out and I
Yes.
saw that video, I was like, wait, she is making us feel seen and
Yeah.
like feel just really cool.
Yeah. That's it, isn't it? Making you feel cool.
Yeah, and I think people like underestimate how important it is to make young kids feel cool because it completely changes the way that they approach life, the way that they interact with people, like even what they choose to do with their lives.
100%.
Like,
their belief in themselves
Yeah.
and like what they can be.
yes, I'm so grateful that my parents were
I was just
supportive.
gonna ask that, yeah.
I think we don't talk about like South Asian parents being supportive enough. It's always like the stereotypical, like, oh, they don't want you to do
100%,
arts or whatever.
yeah.
Not my parents.
Not hers, no.
Well, they were like, whatever you want to do with your life, we, you know, be happy, like
Yeah.
follow your passions, but like do it 1,000%.
There's the South Asian.
That's the South
There's the
Asian, yeah.
They're like, okay, but like blood, sweat, and tears into that girl.
Yeah, they're like, you want to be an artist? Well, you're gonna be
You better
training
make
every
it.
day. Yeah, I'm so grateful for that. Oh my
100%.
God, like they really have been champions from day one. And like I would be doing so many random shows when I was like 11, 12 years old at like,
Wait, I saw a TikTok of yours about this.
Oh my God.
I saw a TikTok of no, because I related so hardcore, and you were like childhood trauma when your parents would get you to stand up in the middle of a dinner and sing to everyone.
Yeah.
And I used to play the guitar, and my mum was like, okay, now bring out the guitar. Do you know how much more awkward it is with the guitar?
Like just strumming.
And we would have just had like some chai, and I would be like, anyway, this is the Beatles.
I love it.
And you said you had the same, right?
No, literally, especially my dad. He would be like, get up and sing. And literally anywhere. We'd be at like a nice restaurant. We'd be at like an event, someone else's event.
Someone else's birthday.
And he'd be like, time for you to shine. But honestly, really good. It teaches you like fearlessness
100%.
and like confidence.
The silence after, the crickets after, it really does build your thick skin.
It does.
It's
it really
so
does.
funny. Speaking of family, obviously Lara is your sister.
Yes.
What's it like having you both in the industry? Do you give advice to each other? Are you like kind of like a pillar of support for each other?
100%. I feel like our journeys have been so intertwined from day one.
Yeah.
Because like we both started singing at the same time. We started like performing together so much, and like her journey with the group now is so incredible, and like such an insane roller coaster of a year it's been. But yeah, like even though she's my baby sister, like I really go to her for so much advice, and we lean on each other for everything, and it's like we can relate to each other.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
that's so unique
so much.
though, isn't
It's
it?
so
To have
unique.
like community in this space.
Yeah,
I feel like it can be quite an individualistic career.
Very much so.
Right?
Like having an ally in your family,
I love
really,
it.
that you like know and trust.
And she
is
can't go
special.
anywhere. Like,
yeah, no,
no,
literally.
you're stuck with me for life.
Yes.
I just love how much you champion and celebrate your culture in your music. Can you touch on some of the influences? I know you've got a new song coming out that is very much like your ode to your culture. Can you talk about it?
Yeah, so song called Mumbai. And I was telling you, like, this whole setup is so beautiful because in that video, I really wanted to pay tribute to my grandmother who passed 2 years ago. And she was also a singer herself, which is
Really?
Yeah, but I discovered that only after she passed, which was so sad. She was such a shy, like, woman. But she had the most incredible voice. And my grandfather kept all of these like tapes of her singing when she was much younger and like early in their relationship. And we sat with my grandfather and he like played us all of these recordings of her, and I was like, oh, this is where it comes from, like the love for music. Yeah, going back to Mumbai, I wanted to pay tribute to her, and so like she had this, she was also a fashionista. She had so many
Why does she sound like
saris.
an icon?
No,
Why
she
does
was
your grandma
literally
sound like an absolute icon.
Saris was her name, icon. Yeah. She had like a whole closet room of just colorful saris.
My heaven.
No, literally heaven. And I like took all of them in a bunch of suitcases, brought them back home. And this video, my favorite scene, we set up like my little witchcraft lair in the video. And we used all of her saris, draped them everywhere. And it was just such a beautiful like energy in the room. But yeah, in the video, I'm a witch getting rid of my like toxic man.
I love it, and who better to be in your presence than your grandma?
My grandma.
Than your grandma. So your grandma's an icon.
Yes.
Yes.
Patsy's an icon.
Patsy's an icon.
Patsy's an
Patty and
icon.
Tata are icons.
No, literally. Oh, my dream one day is to turn my grandparents' home in Chennai into like a full recording studio house. So I can bring all my favorite like collaborators from LA and really all over the world like to come to Chennai, see like our hometown.
So tell me more about the Mumbai music video.
That video we shot in the desert. It was a really fun day. I worked with this actor, Sagar Sheikh, who's part of this new show, Delhi Boys, which is also doing incredible. And it was super important to me to have a South Asian like lead in the video with me.
I mean, you've already done that, right? Like in Pray On It, you had like the lotus symbol, the lotus hands.
Well, so with Pray On It, that video was like very heavily inspired by Om Shanti Om. Also,
love it! Yes!
Favorite movie ever.
Oh my gosh, my brother did a Sangeet and he dressed up as like the couple from Om Shanti Om.
Oh my
so
god,
good. So
iconic.
Good. Iconic.
Yes. Honestly, like that movie inspired me so much because I saw it came out like when I was 9,
Yeah.
like 8 or 9, I think. And I've seen it hundreds of times. But I feel like that movie was also something that like made me feel like, wow, art, like the dance, the music, the clothing, everything is so cool.
100%.
And it's just something I explore more and more with each video, each song that I make. And I'm like, okay, what's a style of dance, or maybe like a form, like if it's like mudras, like hands, or if it's like different formations, or maybe even it's just like a fashion thing, like my bindi or my hair, like how can I try something new and like just like explore these different facets of our culture in like visual aesthetic ways.
100%.
One thing, that advice that I got when I was so young that I didn't listen to, and I'm so grateful I didn't.
Okay.
Was from people that like were so far removed from our culture that were like, you need to do this, and that, like only sing in this language, or like only wear this, blah blah blah, and like didn't
make your whole identity that. Kind
of. And it was like, I'm such a blend, as you understand too, like of so many different cultures, backgrounds, like being born in the US, listening to like all the pop divas, but then also like I love Bharatanatyam, I love like my roots, and finding that beautiful balance is a new thing, and it's not one or the other, it's like a new fusion, and that's something like our generation is exploring and creating.
100%. You know what? It's really, really refreshing to hear a take of someone who grew up in kind of the Western world and that came a bit easier to them. I feel like for me it was a bit more of a journey of seeing other people and then slowly accepting, oh my gosh, this is cool, this is fun. This is so integral to my identity that I should be celebrating it. But do you think it's because your mum was so vocal about it at home that that's why you felt so comfortable?
Honestly, yeah. But I still do feel like there was this kind of like Hannah Montana double life, because I wouldn't go to school like wearing my bindi and be like as, you know, excited about it. But then I felt like when I would go home and then when I would do things outside of school, like performances or like interviews, videos, anything to do with my like music artist life, that was where I felt like completely free to express myself.
Did you always think that the creative world was a bit more accepting of your full self before your like immediate Texas world?
Yes, definitely.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, and even people online, like the reception was, I mean, it was mixed for sure, but I found like community early on, and like girls that would be like, oh my God, I love seeing this. And like to the day, I got a comment on my TikTok a couple of days ago, and it was this girl, and she was like, because of you, I wore my bindi to school today, and I got so many compliments. And I'm not joking, I literally read that comment and I started crying. And I showed it to my sister, and I'm like, look at like the impact, because
100%.
that is so important.
It's so important. That's just a girl who reached out to you. There'll be hundreds of girls who don't and who feel that way. Would we ever see a Lara x Rhea little moment? Yeah?
Yeah, we've been making music together since we were babies.
Like archives.
There's archives, yeah.
We want to see it.
One day for sure. Like we both have such a similar taste. We love working together, so the time will come. And I also have a song coming out this year actually that she like was a really big part of the creative process and like writing and production. So I'm really excited. That'll be our first little baby out together.
Oh, what is it like working with your sibling? Because I love mine so much, but I know that I would be like, get out, you're annoying me, get out.
Well, it's really fun because I think we can be completely honest with each other.
True.
Yeah, so we will start ideas together. We love recording, and then like we bring different things to the table. Like, so like she'll have like harmony ideas or things I didn't think of, or I'll have like production, melody ideas. And then like we'll tell each other when we think something is not it.
Wait, what does conflict resolution between sisters look like?
Oh my God.
Girl, no, or is it?
Yeah, it's just like, that's a no. The only time we actually have like real like fights is over clothes. I think when
Fair.
yeah, I think like
Fair.
when it comes to the music making, we're very professional. We're like,
You're, like,
okay,
really
this is not
respectful.
gonna work. We're
Yeah.
gonna try something new.
You founded a record label called Mischief Records, right?
Yes.
Tell me more about how that came up, because that is phenomenal. You're so
Thank
young.
you.
You've got a record label. Tell me more.
Thank you. I started Mischief when I was 18 and always kind of had the vision that like I love all areas of the industry and I love all sides of being an artist. Like I love the actual music making, you know, the songwriting, production process, but also like the storytelling, like world building of it. So like, you know, producing my own music videos, directing, styling, like building out my own team. I have an
Yeah.
amazing team of people, but like everything that I've really put together, like my dream team. And the goal with Mischief is to turn it into like a bigger production house and eventually like a fashion line and grow it outside of music too.
Just to round things up, who was your icon, you know, growing up? Is there a South Asian icon that really like pioneered it for you?
I mean, it was MIA.
Yeah.
Yeah, love her so much. Because there was just such few in the
Yeah.
space. I also like grew up adoring Rihanna, of
Oh,
course.
Of course.
And I think
Yes.
she's such a great example of an artist that was like always so proud of where she came
Yeah,
from.
that's so true.
And like had so many cool influences in her, like in her music, in her visuals, and like
Yes.
kept so much of that part of her identity, never lost it. And I look at her and I'm like, oh, we can do this. I also love Shakira.
Yes.
Another iconic.
I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just describing people who are like so authentically themselves,
Yes.
right? Like you really love when people like bring themselves to the table with their art.
Yes.
I
love
can
her.
completely see how you've come out to be an icon because you had icons
Oh, thank
growing
you.
up. And Rhea, I've just had the best time talking all things South
This is
Asian
so
with you.
fun. No-
Thank you so much. Let's raise a
Yeah.
glass of chai to South Asian excellence.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.